folks, how y'all doing? I miss y'all because I was not able to do last week's video. I am very sorry about that. I will make sure that doesn't happen again. So this week's RHEMA is really personal to me. It's something that I've had conversation with friends about, and sometimes I'm kind of iffy about it. But God really revealed something to me this week, and I hope it really blesses you. And the RHEMA is more of a question to ask yourself. Are you living in the world, or are you living like the world? And sometimes it's kind of hard to know, especially in our generation. Things are getting muddled up, but we want to continue living in righteousness. God does not lower his standard for any generation. God is God, and he will not change. Not ever. Not once. Not before the beginning of the world. Not till now. God doesn't change. But the world around us is changing. So how do I know? Well, the answer is in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14 to 2 Corinthians chapter 7 to verse 1. It's rather lengthy. Let me see, just to be sure. I have the Bible open next to me. Yep, 2 Corinthians 6, 14 to chapter 7, verse 1. So I hope you will read that. It's very powerful. I'm just going to pick some words that are in there that will tell us what God wants us to know about the RHEMA. And the words, excuse me one second, let me put in my glasses. The words that God has for us. Oh, I don't like the glare on my glasses. Let me see if I can do it without the glasses. Yeah, taking it off. Definitely taking it off. It's not going to work. The words that God wants us to notice and make us question ourselves. Ask yourself, are you doing this or are you not? The words like yoked, words like be a part of, words like agreement, words like touch and unclean, words like cleansing, and the final word is perfecting holiness. It's a phrase. So the question is, if you're living in the world but not living like the world, you will not be a part of something. That means when you're part of something, that means you're contributing to it. Are you contributing to the uncleanliness in your generation? Then you're living as part of the world, not just in the world, right? We are in the world. We're human. We can't get out of the world before death, but we don't have to be of the world. Okay, being part of the world. Another word that we looked at was yoked. When you're yoked to something, you can't get away from it. Are the things you're watching, the things you're saying, the things that you're doing, the things that you're thinking, are they showing that you don't want to get away from the ways of the world? Are you so hooked, attached, addicted to it that you can't get away from it? That's something else to look out for. And then the phrase